Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Dragon Ball Z logo. Oh, and by the way, just in case you have any more logo related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my logo tutorials playlist. There is a surprising amount in there, and if you like this, odds are you'll like a lot of my other stuff as well. I'll also leave several links to other Dragon Ball related builds that I've done in both the cards and in the description below. But that's enough of that, guys. If you want to make the logo, here's what you're going to need. You will need some Nether brick. You'll also need black wool and some red wool. Also grab yellow, and finally grab yourself some orange wool. And once you have each one of these 5 materials right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here. You're going to want to kick off your Dragon Ball logo with this sequence of blocks coming up directly from the ground. Do 2 nether brick, then 1 black wool on top of those 2 nether brick, and what you can do is you can knock out those 2 nether brick once you've placed that black wool on top of them. Now, once you have this single black wool floating 2 blocks above the earth, from this black wool you want to do an up left diagonal. Then from that diagonal go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go left by 1. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals. So that's 1, 2, and 3 should connect you all the way back to where you first started, and you should end up with a shape that looks roughly like a banana. Now, once you have your banana shape, this is what you want to do next. So, on top of this last block that we just placed that connected us all the way back to the beginning, on top of this block, do a row of 6 yellow wool going up on top of it. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do 3 black wool going up. 1, 2, 3. Then take this middle black wool that you placed and extend it going right by 1, and bam! Once you've done that, you have fully completed the first letter in your logo, which is D. Now, once you've got that taken care of, we can then move on to the next bit. So, we now want to come all the way down to this block here. Can you guys see the one that I'm talking about? This block that kind of led us down back to the bottom of the D. Well, from this block, we want to go down by 3 with our black wool. So that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an upright diagonal. Go up on top of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. But from that same diagonal that you went up from, do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do 3 up left diagonals. 1, 2, 3. Then go right by 1. Then up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 4 up left diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1 to connect everything together, and that will be the outline of the second letter, which is R. We also have to make an adjustment to this. So, once you've got that, you now want to come to this middle right hand bit here where we have this single black wool, and from this black wool go left by 2 with your yellow. 1, 2. Then go up by 1. Then with your black wool go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then extend that middle block going right by 1 to give you your finished R. Perfect. That is letter number 2. Let's move on to letter number 3 now, guys. So, where do we want to start this from? So, come to this right-hand portion of your R. You're looking for this block right here. You should find it easy enough. From this block, do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Then go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal to connect everything together to give you this shape. That is your A. Almost. We just have to make another adjustment to it. So, take out your yellow wool, and you guys can see this black wool right here, kind of in the same line as where we have this yellow wool on the left. Well, following the same line, going right, do 2 yellow wool. 1, 2. Then do a black wool, then place a black wool on top. This is what you want to end up with. That is the letter A, guys. Once you have your letter A taken care of, we can then move on to the next one. And if I know my alphabet, I'm pretty sure it's Q. So once you've got your A taken care of, you now want to come to the bottom right hand corner of your A. This block right here. From this block, you want to go right by 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From this 9th block, do 2 upright diagonals. 1, 2. Then go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go left by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What you also want to do, on top of those second and third blocks, place a black wool on top of each one of them, like that. You then want to continue going down from this 4th block by 1. Then do bottom right diagonals until you connect all the way back down to that row of 9 that we placed ever so slightly earlier, like this. What you also want to do is you want to take this second to last bottom right diagonal and connect it all the way back up to where you were first building. Like so. And what we also want to do to close this little section off right here, you guys can see where we have this row of 4. Well, on top of the right hand 3 blocks, place a row of 3. Then on top of these 3, place a row of 2 on the left, like this. You then, starting from this upper left hand corner block, want to do 2 upper left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1 and 2. Bam, right there. And what we've made there, guys, is the G, although it might not look like it just yet. And we've also made the O, which is actually going to look like a Dragon Ball a little later on. Once you have all of that taken care of, guys, we can then move on to the next few letters. So that's G and O. That's all we have to do for now. Let's move on to the next letter. So, come all the way up to the top of this mess that we have right here. This big, giant black mess. Well, on top of this black wool that I have highlighted, place a black wool on top, like that. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2, 3. Then go up on top of that 3rd bottom right diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Now take out your nether brick and continue going right by 1. Then go down, still with your nether brick, by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then take out your black wool again and continue going down by a further 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then go left of that 8th block by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. Go on top of that diagonal by 1, and also go left of that diagonal by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 1. And this is the shape that you want to have formed, guys, and this is your end shape. Now, where we were using black wool beforehand to do the outline, we are now going to be using nether brick. As you know, the first half dragon, that is in yellow, the last half of it, ball, that is in red. So we're now using nether brick. Once you've reached this point right here, we can now continue on. So you now want to come all the way up to the top of the nether brick that we placed earlier. From this top nether brick, do an upright diagonal and go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Go right by 1, then down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 2. 1, 2. We do want to continue on, but what you also want to do is take this middle block in the row of 3 and just extend it going left by 1, like that. Once you've done that, we can then continue going on. So from this bottom block right here, do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go left until you connect all the way back to where you first started. And what you want to end up with is a shape that should look like this. We have to add something to this now. Now, take out your red wool and going left of this single nether brick that we placed earlier, go left by 2 with your red. 1, 2. Place a black wool underneath that second red wool. And going up on top of that second red wool, do 3 red wool going up. And by 3, I mean 2 red wool. So that's 1, 2. Then 2 black wool going up. 1, 2. And that is the detail in your B. So just to recap, 2 red wool going left, 1 black underneath, 2 red wool going up, 2 black wool going up. Easy as that. Now, once you've got that taken care of, that is your B. We now have to do the A, don't we? So take out your nether brick and come to the top right hand corner-ish of your B, where we have like this 90-degree angle. From this corner block, do an upright diagonal. Then go right of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 2. 1, 2. Then take each one of these 3 blocks here and extend them each going right by 1. Then take this bottom block that you just extended to the right one and go down from it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal and go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go left by 1. Then do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. This is the shape that you want to have formed. This is the A. We do also have to alter this slightly as well. Once you've done that, you now want to, on top of this block that connected back to where we were just building, go up on top of this by 1 with your red. Then go up by 1 with your black. Then go up by 3 with your red. 1, 2, 3. Then up by 2 with your black. 1, 2. And what you want to end up with should look exactly like this. Perfect. That is the A. Now all we have to do are the 2 L's and the giant Z. Let's move on. Take out your nether brick again and come all the way up to this top right hand corner that we have right here, guys. From this top right hand corner, do an upright diagonal. Then go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then go down from that bottom right diagonal by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also extend each one of those 6 blocks going right by 1. Like that. You also want to go right of this bottom 6th block that you just extended by 1. Then go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom left diagonal and go down by 1. Then go left until you connect back to where you first started, to give you this shape. Once you have that shape, we now want to continue on again. So, coming all the way up to the top of this shape right here, where we we went down by 6, we extended by 6, well, from this right hand block here, do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 2. 1, 2. Then go down by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. then go right by 1, then do a bottom right diagonal, and go down by 2, 1, 2, then do a bottom left diagonal, and go left by 1, then do a bottom left diagonal, and go left by 2, 1, 2. This is the shape that you want to end up with, guys, and that is the second to last letter that we have to make. Once you've got both L's taken care of, we just have to make the big giant Z now. So, still with your nether brick, by the way, you want to, from this block right here, can you guys see the one? I'm sure you can. From this block, do a bottom right diagonal. Then go down from it by 1. Then go right of that block that touches the floor by 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember that that is a row of 15 going right. Then do 2 up right diagonals. So that's 1, 2. Then go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up on top of it by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, from this top block right here, you want to do 6 bottom left diagonals. So the first one is basically just here, and then we have 5 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, 6 bottom left diagonals, and the reason that I'm showing you this is because that first bottom left diagonal is basically just going like left of that block, but it is still 6. Then, going left of this 6th bottom left diagonal, do a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 1. Then do 2 up right diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Then go right by 2. 1, 2. Then go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 8 up right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go left of that 8th upright diagonal by 18, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like that. Then go down from this 18th block by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 6 upright diagonals, and we're in a similar situation again. This first upright diagonal is just here, and then we have 5 more to do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go right to that 5th upright diagonal by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then down by 1. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go left by 2. 1, 2. Then down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do bottom left diagonals until you connect all the way back to where you first started. And guys, once you do eventually connect all the way back down to the bottom of your Z, you should be left with something that should look exactly like this. And in completing that, you have actually you have actually fully completed your logo. Of course, the only thing that we have to do now is color this thing in. Everything is easy here, except I am going to walk you through it a little bit. So, first of all, guys, we just want to fill the O in here with orange and red. And on top of these 2 center blocks at the bottom here, just do 2 rows of 2 orange coming up. So that's 1, 2. On top of those 2 orange, do 2 rows of 2 red. 1, 2, bam, that's as hard as it gets. That is the Dragon Ball. We just have to fill the rest of that in with orange now. And once we fill this in with orange, that's pretty much the only unique letter. All we then have to do is we just have to fill the dragon bit in with yellow, and then the ball bit in with red. So this left half we'll be filling in with yellow, and then the ball Z bit we will be filling in with red. So why don't we do that, and I'll probably hang in there with you guys. I don't think it will take too long, and you know, we've built this thing together, we may as well fill this thing in together. That's kind of like an old war quote, isn't it? Like, we live together, we die together, and that's how it works. Same thing with pixel art. It's the same thing on the channel. You know what? That should probably be the slogan. We build together, we fill things in together. Or we build together and we die together might be a better one. But that's, you know what? That's a little too morbid. We don't need that, do we? Nah, I don't think so. I think that that's the last thing that we need. But yeah, why not fill this in together? We've made it this far. We may as well make it that 5 minutes further or however long this takes to fill in. It might actually take a little longer than I anticipated, just because these are kind of like weird shapes. But cool logo though. This is actually one of my favorites that I've done. I've made a load of cool logos which I really like. Like, I like the Minecraft one a lot. The YouTube one I really like as well, although it's not really like it's not a difficult one to make, or it wasn't difficult to design. But I like this one, the Minecraft one. The Pokemon logo is really good as well. I really enjoyed that. I'm trying to think of more that I've done, but I guess I've done a load of logos. I think that I've got like over 30 of them in the playlist. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on them, but those are my 3 favorites, guys. If you haven't made any of my logos, or you'd like to make more of them, and you were just like, which ones are the best? Which should I make? I would highly recommend the Minecraft one, the YouTube one, this one, and the Pokemon one. Those are all my favorites. But I mean, I like each and every one of them. I like all of course, I like my superhero logos as well. My Batman one and my Superman, and I also did Green Lantern. I also did the Flash. There's probably some more in there as well that I'm just not thinking of, but I like all of those. Those are cool. And I feel as though I should. Have I made any Marvel ones? I may have just included a Marvel one. Did I do the I have to do the Spider-Man logo. One of you guys actually suggested that I should make the Spider-Man logo, and I should. I should have made everything Spider-Man related by this point. I don't know why I haven't. I feel as though I'm losing time. I need to make these Spider-Man builds. I also once made this Spider-Man mask as well. Like, I made this Spider-Man head. A pixel art one. It looked really cool. That was a really long time ago though. I doubt that many guys have seen it. I should check it on the channel. I should see like how many views it actually has. I bet it's not that many, but I always liked that. I made like a Spider-Man head. It was really cool. I can't remember if... Oh no, we actually reached both of the L's. I thought that I still had to fill another one in. So all we have to do now is fill the Z in, and then we'll take a look at this logo. And like I said, this is a really cool looking logo. And I do have a few more on my plate that I actually have to do. Oh, of course, I did the Fantastic Four logo as well. That was pretty recent. I liked that, although I haven't watched the Fantastic Four film because I got so many comments after making that logo and like showcasing it in one of my creative worlds. A lot of you guys were like, listen, don't bother watching the film. The logo is cool, but do not watch the film. It's terrible. And, you know, that's not my personal opinion or anything, guys, just in case you like the film. I don't want to make you guys crazy. That's just a lot of the comments that I read. A lot of you guys were just like, just under no circumstances watch the Fantastic Four, which is a shame because I like the original, like I like the comics and I like the cartoon and I like the first Fantastic Four. It's a shame that they didn't follow through. I would have liked to have seen more of them. But guys, we have fully completed the Dragon Ball logo now. Here we go. So this is what it should look like once it has been fully filled in, guys. And might I say, it's looking kinda fantastic. So, just to recap, that O we fill in with orange and red. The dragon we fill in with yellow. Ball Z we fill in with red, and that is all you have to do, guys. Very, very simple. Hopefully you guys have managed to make this. Hopefully you like it. And if you do like it, guys, please give this a like, a favorite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I would just vastly appreciate. The reason that I made this is because quite a few of you guys suggested it. I didn't make that. I didn't even come up with this. You guys, I only made it because you guys wanted it, is what I'm trying to tell you. So if we could have this symbiotic relationship in where you guys give me like, favorite, and shares for all of these things that I do for you, and I continue doing things for you, I think it would just make the world and my channel a much better place if you could. So like, favorite, share, comment, let me know, what do you want to see next, guys? Maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't, who knows, that's the fun. Feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description. Not only will I leave a link to my logo playlist, which has loads of logos in it, but I'll also leave a couple of other things, like a Goku statue that I made recently, and some of my old Dragon Ball pixel art. I have quite a few pixel arts from Dragon Ball as well. I think I have like a Goku and a Vegeta and Gohan and probably more. I'd have to check the channel, it's been so long. But guys, if you would, like, favorite, share, comment, if you would, please help me out. And I guess that's everything, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.